So, you can see yourself when you start doing these live streams. And you caught me saying, I'm a mess. I'm a mess today, sorry. I'm a little tired. Did some food shopping, did some housework. But I forgot to do certain things that I don't know how to do them until it all begins. Hey, Lex. How are you, Lex? So Raymond asked me did I want to do a live show, but then he never got in touch with me, so good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk too much about your personal stuff right now because I'm going to leave this video up, But just be patient. We're coming to get you. I would probably say the end of this week, but I'm not, positive. Now, before I put hi Helen, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I just tried, I'm actually good, thanks. I tried before to schedule this, but it said I did it, but I didn't see it. I freaking look like a wreck, sorry. Anyway. Yeah, because I like to give you a little warning that I'm coming live, But you've been painting, I actually have a paint project outside my front house. There's like 4 pillars in the front, and they need to be painted, and the front doors actually need it. And that's a project that I said I would take on, because I actually like to paint, and I've not done it in a long time, so that's something I'm going to do. And if Alexis, who's in chat, she might want to help me, because she actually is going to be here soon. Really? Oh, it chills you out. I misread it for a minute. I was like, what? You don't like, yeah. But like, do you mean painting as in artwork, or you mean like painting the house? Because I enjoy, I'm not a great artist. I can draw, I've not done it in years, but I do like to paint. I actually enjoy that. Yeah. I wonder if I should sit this way, because you can't. My hair is so bad. It's so bad. Artwork. Yeah, so Helen, I don't know if you remember, Alexis, who's in the chat, is my granddaughter, and she's actually pretty good at drawing, which is cool, because for me anyway, it was always very therapeutic. Any type of, what's the word, artiste, artwork. But yeah, so Helen, Alexis is my granddaughter, and she's coming to Florida maybe this week. We just have a couple of final details we've got to get straightened out. And we originally were planning on having her fly, but it just doesn't make sense, so we're going to drive up, get her, and drive on back to Florida. Yeah. I thought that you knew. So, Helen, Raymond, right, from the chat. Glenn, everybody calls him Glenn, well, I still call him Raymond. Anyway, he sent me a hangout text, did I want to go live? And I had just gotten in the car, I was heading home from food shopping, and I said, yeah. So I actually tried to call him, he didn't pick up. Then I texted him, yeah, because we were gonna do a live show together, but through Hangouts. And I don't know, I've not heard from him. So if he does come into the chat and he wants to go through Hangouts and he can tell me how to do it, you know, I would do that. I would just, you know, that's been my goal. I want to get a couple people, you know, not you already know I like to chat, but I would like to have a couple people and just see where the conversation takes us, you know? So far it's just Lexi and Helen that are here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Raymond. And I did call him. I texted him, you know. So what else is new? I don't even know what to say because I thought I was going to do this with Raymond, and I just figured I'd come on. Maybe I won't even stay long, you know. Rebecca, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. How are you today? I think I just looked at one of your videos, Rebecca, like literally 10 minutes ago. Look at this hair, oh my God. It kind of sucks being a girl because you see yourself in the reflection and it's like, you see all the flaws, you know? Yeah. So, I don't even know what to talk about. I could talk about a million things, but I don't know where to start. Oh yeah, there's big news going on in the UK. I don't know that I've heard anything today. So, but you can't talk about it, you're saying? I guess it's government related. Yeah. Yeah. So let me, if you can't really talk about it, is it good for freedom of speech? Or have they taken more rights from us? Because what I heard yesterday is that if you get caught telling a joke about the king, you go to prison or something. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, part of, something happened and no one is allowed to talk about it. Will I be able to find it on the internet? If I go searching? Because, of course, now you have my curiosity piqued. You know? I know that they were, I think that they were planning on some arrests with the pedophilia stuff. And I have my coffee with my cinnamon. I'm all prepared. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock now, right? My granddaughter could tell you this. Well, usually like between 2 and 3, I start getting a little sleepy and I take a nap. But since I've been in Florida, I really haven't been taking naps. And unfortunately, I'm tired. I am tired. Was up at 5 o'clock. Went outside and I actually recorded the sky. And it was Raymond who said at the 32-second mark, look like up on the upper right hand part of the screen, and that there's an anomaly. What I see, it almost looks circular, like maybe five white dots. Oh, a journalist. Alright, so I'm sure I could find it on the internet, right? I'm sure I can. Yeah, I mean, here, they're calling out all these very, very famous actors about, you know, bad behavior and raping women. And, you know, I'm a woman, and some of this stuff I just don't believe is true. However, this one actor, Morgan Freeman, I actually saw a clip this morning on the Wendy Williams show where before Morgan Freeman started the interview, like, he didn't realize the microphones were running, and the way he was talking to the woman who was about to interview him, it was bad. I think they showed two women, and the comments or the remarks that he made. Now, he's in his 80s. Yeah, I don't know who Alex Salmon is. But, yeah, I was kind of shocked. And then, who's the other one here? Harvey Weinstein. You know, look, do I know for a fact whether he's done this? I don't know. But if somebody raped you or forced you or drugged you 20 years ago, what took you so long to tell your story? That's the part I don't understand. I have a couple stories, but not with my granddaughter in the chat room. You know what I mean? She's a little too young, but, you know, if I just didn't understand why they waited all these years to, I have to clean the living room. All right, Lex, you could, I mean, listen, it's not that I won't tell you when I see you, but not over the internet, you know, not over the internet. Again, you're 11. You're not 25. So, I have nothing to hide about my past. Nothing. You know. But, if you were raped, no, my grandma. Well, go clean. Go clean for grandma. Pop actually spoke to her earlier, Lex. Yeah. Alright, Lexi, I'll talk to you later, alright? Have fun cleaning. Wait till you get here. I got a lot of cleaning for you. I got a lot of stuff for her to clean. Yeah. So, hi Hellcat, how are you? I'm laughing. Isn't that nice that I'm laughing? So, I know that we all watch The Flying Turtle, right? And, you know, he tends to be silly. And I know we've seen Raymond do a couple of silly things. Well, in this house, recently, I found what I would call a couple of good props. And I do like to be silly. I do. I like to laugh. But I think I'm going to wait for my granddaughter to get here. Yeah, the turtle is funny, and Raymond too, when he had on that red, the red hood, and he recited the song, you know? And I'd probably say it in every, like, if I'm in a chat, I always say laughter is the best. It's absolutely the best medicine. I had somebody asking me, like, what kind of medication do I take for pain? So let me tell you, in like 1994, my ex pushed me in the bathroom, into the bathtub, and I hit my tailbone. And this was on, absolutely, right? So this was on Thanksgiving weekend. So he pushed me into the bathtub, which hurt for. So we called the ambulance, and of course I didn't tell them that he had done this, but he messed up my back for the rest of my life. Then, that was like pretty much the beginning of when I was doing heroin, but the older I got, the worse my back got. So once I chose to get off the heroin, I got on the methadone, not methamphetamines, methadone to help with the heroin addiction. And I drank methadone for many years, but I got off of it. And as I was decreasing my dose, I kept worrying, oh my God, like, what happens when I'm done? You know, how am I going to deal with my back? Well, I have to be honest, and let me knock on, I do have wood, but I usually just knock on my hand. My back hasn't hurt. Now, when I was using, my back used to go out like every 4 years, where I would literally be bent over like this for 6 weeks, literally. But I've not had any, serious pain. And the other thing is that when I was living in New Jersey, I honestly was like confined. We lived in one room, and it was a big room, but I was like, there was nowhere to sit, so I kind of was forced to sit on the bed every day, all day. A total lack of moving my body. Well, when I moved to Florida, y'all know the story. Ex-sister-in-law, freaking a disorder I had never witnessed in my life. I'd never seen a house in such condition. But all I do now is like the most basic exercising and more stretching than anything. Also, the cinnamon in my coffee as I take a sip. And if you get tea, ginger tea, ginger actually helps with the aches and pains. Yeah, I understand about the bone. I get it. But I have been really, really fortunate because my body, I abused my body. My ex physically abused me for many, many years. Yeah, see, like, I don't have to do that. I'm telling you, I feel good. Like the past week, I've been having chest pains. I have a heart ailment, right? I left chest last night. Yeah. So it was hurting over here for like 4 days. Actually, it was more like here. So I keep the low dose aspirin, and I take like 1 or 2, and it usually stops the pain. Well, it didn't. So then I assumed it was muscle. And I woke up this morning, and this side was hurting. So it's telling me it's probably just the way I'm sleeping, But, when you're someone who's done drugs and you do have this kind of pain, it's real easy, to grab a Percocet or whatever, And I've admitted that when I first got down here to Florida, my knees, I had never experienced such pain in my life. That I did take a couple of Percocets, but they were 10 milligrams. I busted them in half, so I took a half of Perc 1 per day. Yeah, my husband, he was born with a very rare condition where he was getting Percocets, and he kind of refused to take them. He didn't like the way it made him feel, where me, the druggie, again, I had already been clean, so thankfully I didn't eat 10 perks a day, but yeah, it made my husband sick, like really sick. Really? See, I'm not allergic to anything that I know of. Um, but for me, that's why I'm looking. Yeah, for alternatives. So seriously, ginger tea, it helps with the aches and pains. And, who the hell am I to be giving advice? I'm just telling you a couple of the things that I've used. And the cinnamon, I know is good for you. And, you already know this, Hellcat. You just Google search, what are the... Yeah, I've heard of celiacs, but I don't know what that is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Hellcat, I don't know if you told me, like, why, like, what caused your pain. I don't know if it was you who said you had knee replacement, but something else that caused you to be in chronic pain. Yeah, see, I'm not allergic to... I'm not allergic to anything. But I do have allergies. Oh my god, like dust and all that crap outside. I'm constantly sniffing. I look like I appear like I'm on cocaine. Mr. Dead GPK, how are you, sir? Yeah, so, like, all the plants and herbs, drug kills me. Yeah. Oh, I can't even read. Dust kills. Yeah, it kills me too. I don't sneeze, but I get a runny nose. Sometimes I get itchy or dry eyes. And when my allergies are really bad, you best believe I have a little package of Benadryl. And depending on how bad they are, I bought a box back in October, and there's still 3/4 in there. I mean, I try not to. It goes to my chest. Yeah, the allergies are crazy, and I think it doesn't matter where you live. Every year they say, oh, they're worse, they're worse. For me, anyway, I feel the allergy part. Every year just seems like it's getting worse. And I never had allergies until my early 30s. I was living in a town in New Jersey. And when I opened my door, like, all the pollen was just flying in the air. And that was the very first time I ever experienced any sort of allergy. And after that, it's just worse and worse. Like I said, as every year it just gets worse. Oh, Dad, you picked up your cat from the vet. I have to take my cat. My poor cat. She is 8 years old. She's never been fixed. She's not an outdoor cat. She's an indoor. But living in Florida, I want her to go, not out roaming the streets, but I want her to go in my backyard. But we have 2 stray cats that we take care of. So I have to get my cat spayed. And because I'm on Social Security, it's going to cost me $10. I can afford $10. But my cat, since she's been here, has gained so much weight. Is your cat young, Deb? Yeah, and you know what's crazy? We had our dog fixed. Oh my gosh, she was so... I'm just gonna talk. She was so fucked up. And I felt so bad because you could see she was high as hell. And an animal's not used to being all doped up. But the next day, the dog was absolutely fine, like nothing had happened. Yeah. But my cat has gained so much weight since we moved here that I'm afraid when she gets fixed because they're telling me that she's going to get even fatter. So I'm just a little worried, you know. Yeah, my cat, over 8 years I've had her actually. And I think she As much as I saved her life the day I took her off the streets of Patterson, I think she kind of helped me too, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, I know my granddaughter's gone. When I was like 18, we used to go to the bars all the time. And I met this guy one night. And he was actually a professional hockey player. He played for a Canadian team. And he was good looking. So, Dad, did you see my video this morning? I don't have to talk about that stupid sex story. The very first video I posted this morning, I was just saying, you know, the sun hasn't even come up yet, but these are my skies. Well, Raymond, fur babies help. Yes. Oh my God. Hell, you know what? You know this. They say if you have a cat or a dog, it'll prolong your life. I completely. Let me shake my head. Yes. Because if you shake your head no, then your body language is all off. I completely believe that's true. You know. I have a cat. My brother has 4 dogs, which are pretty much mine now. But yeah. Yeah, okay, so back to my video. First video of the day, I record the sky. Raymond comes back and says, strange anomaly at 32 seconds. So, I posted it in my Skies Above community, but unfortunately, there's 300 members? There's a handful of people that even post anything. So, I'd like anybody's opinion. If they see the anomaly, I saw it. What do you think it is? Just curious, you know? Because, like, for me anyway, when I'm taking pictures, I see, sometimes as I'm holding the camera, like, I always see faces. Oh, I always see faces. Yeah, I'm not telling you to rush, but it was the first one from this morning. And it's 32 seconds in, and it's like up on the right-hand side of the screen. Well, for me, actually, there's 2 anomalies. One is circular, and then as I'm panning the camera over, okay, so I'm not really sure, Dad, but it's like 5, almost, it could be clouds, 5 white in a circle, okay? I don't know. But then as I pan to the left, now you see, and it's a freaking square. I can't make a square, can I? It's square, but that will be on the left-hand side of the screen. And then my second video, that's where I see faces. I always see faces in the clouds, always. Which, I've had people comment, I don't see faces. Well, then maybe I just have a good imagination. I don't know, but yeah, and I didn't catch that first one. Raymond pointed it out to me. So, and I'm wondering what happened to Raymond. He and I were supposed to do a show today, and yeah, right? So, I've got square, clouds, rectangle. I have triangles that I've captured, you know, and come on, man, when we were kids, the only thing you saw was, like, the big white puffy clouds. I don't know the name, but, you know, the thin layered ones. I get what a real cloud is, but the crap that's out there now, I honestly am leaning towards it's not even real at this point. I've had so many dreams that in my dream I'm being shown it's nothing but a holographic image. And I wonder if my dreams are trying to tell me something, you know? Because you look at the skies, and sometimes it's so it's insanity. It's so crazy. Well, now I see, especially here in Florida, I see the big puffy white clouds, which appear to be normal. The question is, are they? Or, again, is it all just holograms at this point? Because I totally believe that the technology we have is so freaking advanced, so advanced, that most people wouldn't believe it, you know? And that's just my opinion. A hexagon. Well, the sun, we know that there's patents for sun simulators. We know that Russia launched a simulator, a shield, whatever. 5 shadows. And that, the shadow thing, I only recently started noticing that, especially during sunset. Especially if, so there's a house right behind us, and damn it if that house doesn't block my view. One of these days I am gonna drive V-shaped. Wait, yesterday I called V-shaped shadows on the east. Lovely. I mean, that's mad for a tooth even. Exactly. It makes no sense. So, okay, I know Dead is into the Mandela effect. I totally believe that something has happened with my reality. Totally, because not everything has changed, but a lot has changed. A lot. Especially, the skies. Yeah, please post it. That's... I feel so bad. I started that community, I don't even know how many years ago. And have over, 302 people. And I used to post all the time. But then I really started focusing on, yes, I'm affected. Last one I saw was Shakespeare with an E. No, see, I've always known Shakespeare with an E at the end. Always. So anyway, I've been more focused with my YouTube than the Google community. And several months ago, I actually posted, hey, we had a good run. I was ready to just, leave it be. But... I definitely don't get to my community as often as I should. I have, though, yesterday and today shared a bunch of people that I've recently met, recently subscribed to, shared on my channel, and for the few that are hanging around, hopefully they'll come in and join us, but, yeah. What woke me up to the effect? Well, I'll tell you, my own personal Mandela. Where's Lynn? Hi, Lynn Mitzi, how are you? On my way to a meeting. Thank you, have a good meeting. Alright, so when I lived up in New Jersey, on my wall, there was this, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I had put an envelope up there. And it was my neighbor's birth certificate. And I wrote on the front of the envelope, Pete's birth certificate. And I slid it into this little thing. and it was hanging on my wall. So my husband was painting, so he moved the envelope. A couple months later, Pete's like, I need my birth certificate. So we're like, all right, we knew it was right in this drawer. My husband opens the drawer. He doesn't find any envelope that states Pete's birth certificate. Now, Pete watched me write, my husband watched me write, and I know I wrote Pete's birth certificate on the front of the envelope. A week later, my husband found the birth certificate, but the envelope was now blank. So that was my, like, what the heck? Like, you know, I know I wrote. My husband, so three of us knew I had written on the envelope. And I had heard about the Mandela effect, but that was like my very personal. The other thing is, and I can't even give you an example, but like I have one particular memory of the thinker being like this, and my husband says no, he was always like this. So my husband and I have some similar, some not the similar. The Berenstein Bears, 100% STEIN. I don't care what anybody says. Fact. Yesterday I saw, I don't know whose channel it was, but he was looking at the Washington Monument. You have to remember now, I am not good with history, geography. I never paid attention to that stuff. Logos change, absolutely. Absolutely. Right? Like all the stuff that we've been seeing on specific channels, most of it I can relate to. But the one, no, not Washington Monument. The one where it's the 4 presidents up on the mountain. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, when I saw that video yesterday, the whole thing was wrong to me. This guy was talking about the lapel. I was like, wait. To me, they used to be facing this way, and now they're facing this way. So it was all different to me. Yeah. Oh, I wish I can't. Thank you, Mount Rushmore, yes. Yeah, there's a video, somebody just put it up yesterday. And for me, it just looked completely incorrect. Completely incorrect. Yeah. Yep. I heard somebody say Starbucks. Now, I've only ever remembered it being Starbucks. I've never bought a Starbucks coffee because I know it's like $5. And I can get a whole can of Maxwell House for $5 and make how many pots? So I've never bought Starbucks, and the logo freaked me out. But now they're saying it went from being just Starbucks to now it's Starbucks coffee. I don't ever remember it being coffee. I just don't. Yeah, see, again, if you look at the logo, like, there's no way I'm drinking that shit. And the same with Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I used to drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and I used to love their donuts, but their donuts used to be this big. Well, now they're this big, and they cost like $2. Yes, this is Maxwell House Original Blend. But I have cinnamon in it. So, I used to walk past, alright, let me read your thing. Oh, Sex in the City. So, it was, oops, wait, what did I touch? So, it was always Sex in the City for you? Or Sex and the City? Because I think it's in And my brother actually has a board game in his back porch. And I want to say it says Sex in the City. But I would have to go look. I would have to go look. So, somehow, some way, I do think that our timeline, Sex in, yes. How, like, why would it be Sex and the City? They lived in the city. It was the sex they were trying to get while being in the city, right? I mean, some of these changes don't even make sense. Life was like a box of chocolates. I mean, we're talking about, again, the ones that are really obvious. I know, now it's Sex and. So the game that my brother has in the back porch, it definitely is Sex in the City. If one thing would change, it would change all things. And it hasn't. So then what do you think it is, Hellcat? Because, well, you think it might be a psyop. So I thought the same thing. But then I heard, because I do watch a lot of YouTube videos. And, you know, some people, as soon as you hear them start talking, for me, I just shut it off. Other people grab my attention and I listen. And the Bible hasn't changed. So, you know what I think about the Bible? I've never read it. I don't know anything about it. But what I do know is that there are, 100 different versions of the Bible? You know, so there, I don't know. Sex in the City went straight to eBay. Everything I have Facebook posts from myself writing sex. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to question everything. So do you not watch Leak Project? I say question everything, but Rex at Leak Project, you know? It was always Wolf and the Lamb. I always thought it was Lion and the Lamb. You know, but again, you can't, don't trust me because I've never read the Bible. I attempted to read it once in the mid-90s. I was in a rehab. And of course, you know, being in a rehab, they gave me a little Bible to read. And it's not funny. This is how naive and unfamiliar with the Bible I was. That the first thing I started to read was, I don't know if I'm going to go backwards, J-O-B. Job. I was reading Job. Only to find out later it was Job. So that's how much I know about the Bible, you know. So I've read it so many times. Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny is a lot of people that I follow and that follow me are very Bible knowledged, you know what I mean, Bible versed, and I'm completely clueless. My husband knows the Bible. I do not. I don't. Some of the... Now, the Lord's Prayer, the Lord... Oh, I don't even have... Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. However, if you go to a Catholic church, it's forgive our debtors, or you know what I mean. So again, depends on what church you go to, what version you're going to get. My opinion. my opinion. I did go to Sunday school. It was a Protestant Sunday school. And then when I was a little bit older, I used to go to a Catholic church with my neighbors. So I've heard it, or I've recited it a couple different ways. Yeah, the Bible, I truly believe, is an absolute code. Now, here's something I heard years ago. Bible. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Keep it simple, right? But again, I've not read it. I absolutely believe that there is, and I don't like the word God. I don't know why. I just don't. I like, I don't even know what to call our creator or creators. I don't know. But because that's the word we've been, hammered in our head, that's the word I use, God. I absolutely believe in God or gods, plural. Only few, if any, will figure. Yeah, a lot of people are figuring it out. They actually are. Well, the straight and narrow path. So you, Hellcat, know the path I've been down. Far, far, far from straight and narrow, right? But if I didn't go down those roads I went down, I wouldn't be here today. So, and then, I just saw before, actually, in my Google, so let me just stop and say, hello, Shadow Ninja. Thank you for joining. I don't want you to feel like I'm not saying hello to you. Did I miss anybody else? I think I got everybody, right? I just want to make sure we say hello. Yes, we want to know. I want you to tell me what you know. Because, listen, I like to learn. I do. I'm very open-minded, I forgot what I was going to say now. It was something about, I don't remember. Somebody had posted something in my Skies Above community. I forget what it was. Well, I'm not sure what specific questions, because we're talking about the Mandela effect, or the Bible. Where is God's seat? Well, I was always taught that God was everywhere. And Satan, I don't even know who Satan is. I don't know. My father taught me when I was very small, God was everywhere. That no matter where you were, you could always talk to God. God's seat one. Yeah. Well, so I say absolutely. And in this reality, you have to have light and dark, and it has to have balance. Yeah, it has to have balance. Now, is there another plane, another level where it's different? I think so. I absolutely think so. But My Skies 5D, how are you? My Skies, I was just looking before in my Hangouts, and you and I had talked about doing a show. And then I don't use Hangouts. But today, Raymond and I were supposed to do a show, and I don't know how to do it. So, my skies, if you ever want to do a show where we could get, 2 to 3, I would think 4 would probably be the most for one show, because you have to, any more than 4 would just be too much. But I would love to do a show where, you don't have to show your face, but I'm now showing mine. And we all just chat, Yeah, I know Hangouts is the easiest way. And I did, at one point, I remember somewhere seeing, did I want to use Hangouts? It might have been on my tablet. I don't remember. Yeah, but I don't know how to do it. So right now I'm using my, a phone, an Android phone to do this. But my tablet is holding my phone in place. Yeah, you know how many times I've uninstalled Hangouts, but it's installed now, and I definitely would love to do a show. Again, I don't necessarily know what the topic would be. If we wanted to make a topic before we started, whoever is, wants to join, because I talk about everything, Yeah, so these new energy waves coming in. I have Apple. Oh, you have an Apple. Sign in with Google account. Yeah. Oh my God, I have freaking... Thank goodness I know my Google account. That one I got. And I still even know my Facebook account, although I don't use it. But my Amazon account, hi Danielle Cartoons, thanks for coming in. So I have other accounts that, oh my God, if I sign out of, I'm in trouble because I don't remember what username, I don't remember the password. So, yeah, but luckily for me, my Google account, I've got that down. Yes. So, your thighs started tingling. See, I don't know, if I've really felt electric, but I have been having pains. Absolutely. A couple of weeks ago, it was my kidneys. However, when I was on heroin, the first symptom was your kidneys would hurt. I have to stand up to show you. But my back used to hurt here when I was dope sick. Here. Well, the other day, it was hurting. Can you see? So it went from hurting here to here. And I've heard them say that in this Mandela effect, our freaking anatomy has changed. God, electric. I go to periods. See, I don't really feel that. I've not had ringing. Well, do you take Effexor? I don't take it. Yeah, but it wasn't scary at all, I think. Yes, and you know what I heard? Here's what I heard. And let's see what y'all think. So we know that everything runs on frequency, right? And our voice is unique. Nobody has my voice. So I heard that if I were to speak, that I could actually activate my DNA. Now that I heard from Wayne Steiger. I don't know if you guys watch him on YouTube. This guy is freaking... First of all, he's got a story. His life story is crazy. But he's really, really smart. And his videos for me, I love them. Love them. Except I'm smoking some suit. Yeah, see, right, so, my skies, I think you've been in chats where I absolutely, think that the marijuana medical thing is better than any laboratory-made drug ever, you know? And in fact, I'd rather see everybody smoke pot than anything else. You know? Yeah. With those Scoobies. Yeah, so I'm just trying to read your chats. And late because frequency makes late. I know someone who takes it and if she forgets. Oh. Yeah, so I think that definitely our DNA is changing. Yeah, here in Florida, they have dispensaries, that I know. Probably because of my health issues, I probably could get medical marijuana. I just don't want it. However, I want the oil, this, what is it, CBD oil? That I want. But I don't want to smoke pot and get stoned. I just don't. I don't, because everybody says I sound like I'm high now, so imagine if I was freaking stoned, I'd be like... It would not be funny. So. Yeah, well, insurance doesn't cover it. Then I can't have it then because I'm on SSI and most of my jobs are always off the books. So, yeah, then there goes that. But I know on Amazon you can order the hemp oil. And then in the supermarket I shop in, they have a bag. Oh, you're not going to be able to tell. It's like I don't know, 8 inches maybe. And it's hemp seeds. Anybody know if that's good for you? I mean, what do I just eat them out of the bag? And they're selling them in the grocery store. They're $9.99 per bag. You eat those. And what, it just helps with your all-around health? Great on peanut butter toast. Yeah. Oh, for nutrition. Roast them. Yeah, well, I can't do smoothies because I don't like yogurt. Oh, God, I can't do yogurt. I just can't. But I would make like, you know, a fruit smoothie without the yogurt. That I would do. Yes. Yeah, I can't do yogurt. I can't. Alright, so then I should buy the hemp seeds. Alright, you make supper. I'm gonna sip on my coffee. Yeah, poppy seeds, you know. Never really cared for poppy seeds. Meditation Man, how are you? Did you just come in? You must have, because I would have seen you, right? Oh, I missed you. I'm sorry, Meditation Man. Thank you for coming in. How are you? Conversation is whatever y'all want it to be. So, you know, you're all mentioning toast and muffins. So they make strains of marijuana. Yes, that's what we were talking about. But they're saying it's not covered though by the insurance, right? So then I'm, you know, it's not gonna work for me because I only get Medicaid. I don't have enough years in the workforce. Although I did work, it was always off the book. Yeah, so, but again, I saw that you can order, like the oil off of Amazon. Yeah, you know it's fucked up. Uh-oh, I'm cursing. Sorry. You know what's crazy about the marijuana is they know the benefits. It did nothing for you. I think you said that. So Danielle, you were taking it for pain? I'm just curious. Really? See, that's... Alright, so when I looked on Amazon, they had all different types of oil. One was for this, one was for that. So, my question is, what do I buy? And then the prices were from like $9.99, I don't know, I'm making up a number, $4.99. So it went from very inexpensive to way, way out of my price. You know. Yeah. And so what I wanted to tell you about food was, I actually, I don't eat that much. And it's probably not a good thing. I have a horrible, horrible appetite. But when I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. But, like, you know, I say I feel good, and I do. Yes, in the morning I wake up, I might be a little stiff, whatever, but once I get moving, I really do feel good, considering the way I should be feeling. You know what I mean? My back is fucked up. From up the top of my back to my tailbone. Fucked up. My kneecaps are off center. Kava Kava places are fun. I don't even... What's a Kava Kava place? I don't even know what Kava... Raymond! Where the hell have you been, Raymond? I thought we were gonna do... Where the heck have you been? I thought we were gonna do a show, Raymond. But I'm glad you made it. Thanks. Yeah, I know it's not good to not eat. Somebody... Oh, you go days without eating. But I think, especially in the United States, they have pushed the food on us. Like, remember breakfast, lunch, dinner, or else they say eat 6 small meals a day. I just can't. I can't. I just can't do it, you know. And then when I do eat, now listen, sometimes I eat really good food, but again, I have terrible eating habits, terrible. So you stop smoking grass, keep your feet on the ground. Oh, relaxing elixir. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I don't even know if they have them here in Florida. They might. Yeah, so I feel like I probably ask you guys these questions all the time, and you have to forgive. The memory is not what it used to be. Hellcat, where do you live, if you don't mind me asking? Well, my question is, wait, let me, did I hear Crampton? Kratom. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Change is not easy for anyone, but once you make that first step, you find out, you know what, it wasn't as hard as you thought it was. Oh my God, it's been an hour. It's crazy. You know, I start talking and I still have some coffee and I can see the time and that's crazy, an hour. But yeah, what is Kratom stuff? So you're in Ohio, okay. Because here in Florida, obviously, it's pretty warm all year long. And I now have access to a built-in pool. And I'll tell you, I don't even get in the pool. I just go to the first step where I put my ass in and I kind of do those like leg exercise. I'm not saying I don't go in the pool sometimes, but I was just doing exercises for my legs and doing this in the water. And it helped me tremendously. It really did. So, you know, if there's any way where you could get in, even into the bathtub, I would think would be good. Because the water you have, Jesus, what's it called? You know, like where there's no weight. It's a weightless. Yeah. Yeah. Why sorry? Oh, you have to go. Okay, go take your nephew. Bye-bye. Thanks, meditation man. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. And you don't have to be sorry. Somebody, I forget who, but somebody in the chat said to stop saying sorry. This was a few live shows ago. So they actually have to keep track every time I say I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Which is funny. Yeah. Yeah. You know, my husband, I told you this. He was born with something called Ehlers-Danlos. It affects his skin and his joints. It's lack of collagen. And he gets up every morning and he works all day long. Like around the house. Around the house. He doesn't stop. And this Ehlers-Danlos is like debilitating. You know, the older he gets, the worse it gets. Yes, Raymond, I see that's when you make your videos, you're out walking. And that's, you know, you have to move your body. Thank you, Shadow. When I'm done, I will definitely sub you. I'm so happy I actually am over 400 subscribers. That's like, what? That's, you know, I'm happy because I really feel like, especially like the past several months, personally, I've met a lot of people who are doing what I'm doing, which is recording their skies, they're documenting it, they're putting it on YouTube, and we've all met through that. And it's so important because there are still people who just don't see it. And one day, and I say this in a lot of my comments, one day people are going to know that what we've been documenting was for a reason. You know what I mean? We're not crazy. We're not crazy. And I appreciate all the new channels that I see. I mean, I've been on YouTube for over 3 years. And basically, I started with, you know, the chemtrails. And a couple of my videos are a little controversial. Where I get going on my government. But for the most part, it's about my, you know, my skies above. My brother is 3 years younger than me. And we'll sit out in the back in the morning. And the chemtrails will be, you know, covering the skies. And he swears it's a contrail. And I'm like, what part don't you get? A contrail, you actually can see the difference. You see when a jet is up in the air and the little contrail disappears in less than 2 seconds. And my brother believes that all the wars we have fought were over oil, you know. Wait, what? Nobody was checking what out? Mary, hi Mary, thank you for joining. Wait, I missed something. All of them, I don't know if I'm putting. Okay, so what did I miss, Hellcat? What happened? I missed something. Okay, let me go. I took down all your Skyvids. Did you? You know, so there was a period where I was really frustrated because nobody watched my videos. Nobody seemed to give a damn. When I was devastated. What are they doing? What are they doing? You know what? Just tell me. Why are you spraying Arscot? Just tell us. Tell us. And, okay, so, yeah. You know, who am I to tell you what to do? You just cleaned it all out. Yeah, you know, I have so many pictures, and I know that a lot of my videos I show, like, you're stroking my face. I'm actually looking at the chat through this way. So I'm sorry. But yeah, because the chat is right here on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I know everything's stored in my Google Drive, but it's like I hate to delete them. You know what I mean? Like, and I have some pretty crazy pictures, you know? My Obama picture, my gray alien, my Abraham Lincoln, my triangles, you know? Yeah, and then because I don't know how to work a freaking computer, like, can't you store them on those stick things? I don't even know what they're called. You stick it into the side of your phone. Right, it's like similar to an SD chip. I so desperately need someone to really to come here and show me, teach me how to use this technology. Well, so when I first started my channel, I put it under nonprofit and activism, right? And then after a while, I was like, well, you know what? I'm disabled. I don't work. Maybe I could make some money off my YouTube channel. And then recently, they changed it to where you have to have, like, a certain amount of hours before you can make money. And then because I keep putting... I have to laugh at myself. Because I keep using music that I'm not supposed to use. They keep giving me copyrights, so I don't make money. Now, off these live shows, I can actually make money. However, I don't have a bank account. So how do I make money? I guess I could let it go to my brother's bank account, but... You know, I'm not in it for the money. I'm not. But would I mind making some money? No, I wouldn't mind. I get a lousy $560 damn a month. Yeah, you know what, Mary? Like, again, if you're feeling frustrated... Y'all think I'm stroking your face? I'm sorry. Well, whatever. I could be. So, okay. If you're feeling frustrated, I get it. I get it. 1,000 videos required. Really? I know I don't have 1,000, But I thought it was hours watched or minutes watched. And then a certain amount, I thought they said 1,000 subs is what I thought they said. Yeah, actually my brother has PayPal. We have discussed it, we have. Because my brother, y'all know what a Fire Stick is? An Amazon Fire Stick? So my brother builds them and he sells them. And what happens when you have an Amazon Fire Stick is you completely eliminate your cable bill. You've got to keep your Wi-Fi, but you completely wipe off your cable bill. And you can watch live sports, pay-per-view, TV show, anything you can think of, even X-rated shit is on these Amazon Fire Sticks. So, you're taking I'm not gonna tell you that, never mind. Yeah, so my brother builds them, and he actually sells them. It's insane. It's insane how much money my brother has made on doing what he does. But anyway, he has a PayPal account, and we were trying to figure out how I could make a video showing what the Fire Stick does, and then where people, if they wanted one, I guess they'd have to put the money in the PayPal account, and then we would ship it to you. But back to me. I wouldn't mind making a couple bucks. You know, again, it's not like this is work what I'm doing, but beating is pretty blind. Why, what are your hobbies, Hellcat? Dare I ask? I know, it's crazy. Like, I don't even look at the trending. I don't. And the very first time I ever looked at trending, it was the kid who went into the Japanese forest, found the dead guy, found the guy hanging, and then it was a big fiasco. That was the very first video I ever watched on the trending area. Yeah. 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 Beating is pretty boring if you don't do it. What's beating? You mean like you mean like making jewelry beating? Is that what you mean? Needlework? Okay, cool. So I can crochet the basic stitch. That's it. But I once made a blanket. So in 1988, when I found out I was pregnant, I went and bought some yarn. I was going to make a baby blanket. Well, it turned out this blanket fit a twin-size bed, and I had done it so tight that this blanket was heavy. It was heavy. But I completed it. You know, and I was young back then. But, like, that's all that kind of stuff where you're being creative, for me, is so therapeutic. And I think even me doing this has been therapeutic for me, because, you know, prior to me ever showing my face, you just, you know, you get my videos, you'll hear my voice sometimes, but, like me doing this, I've told you guys everything about me. Okay, 5D's leaving, I wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry. Alright, my skies, you have a good night, thanks. I really do, I appreciate all you guys coming in. I mean, you know, it's not like I have any big production going on. You know, there's some channels, and I'm not gonna mention who, but it's one I'm thinking of. And I love this channel, I do. But this person has so much going on, right? And it's like so much. I don't know how they do it. I don't. I'm just sitting in the back bedroom. Yes, and you know, it took me a long time to do this, but I'm glad that I finally did. Yeah. Yeah, so my hobby, I don't even have hobbies anymore. I really don't. Well, I guess taking my pictures, you know what I like to do? I like the editing portion of when I make my videos. That I enjoy. But I don't, you know, I don't do the things I used to do. What will you charge for a set? Yeah, like, if you're really good at that stuff, you should, you know, make a little video showing what you've made. You know, with your email. Yeah. Gemstones. You're afraid of judgment. But even if you were rich, like, it doesn't matter. You could be rich, that's okay. You could be rich, poor, homeless, on drugs, not on drugs. It doesn't matter, you know. Okay, so my mother's companion, she lived with this guy for 25 years, was very, very wealthy. In fact, Richard Perry, he's a very famous record producer, did, oh Lord, the Sisters, Donna Summers, the Pointer Sisters, right? So anyway, he came from a very, very wealthy family, and we did not come from wealth. And thank goodness that I've never, ever cared about money. Really, never. That just doesn't impress me. I've met men who had money and thought they could impress me. You know, when I was younger. And I've never been happier, and I have nothing. And I'm happy.
I need to talk to you when you're done.
Okay. So my husband checking in on me because it's been 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I like to chat. Anyway, maybe I should stop now since I've been yapping for a while here. Yeah, you know, money first of all, money doesn't make you happy. In fact, when I made money, I was miserable. Yeah, I'd rather have no money and be happy than have the money I used to have and I was absolutely miserable. Yeah. I mean, for me, thanks, Helen, yeah, exactly. I mean, the more shit you have, the more stress you have, you know? And for me, the less I have, the better, the happier I am. Yeah, I know a lot of people, especially back in the days when I was a kid, 5 kids, 6 kids, 8 kids, 10 kids, living in 2, 3 bedroom houses. But that's when people we're still into the family thing. And what a great job they've done on destroying the family value, you know. It's sick. It's beyond sick. You know. Anyway, my husband apparently needs to talk to me, so I am gonna stop now. Just add on. Yeah, I mean, actually, one quick story. My father he worked in hydraulics in the 60s, and he invented a disc. I don't know what it did. It had something to do with hydraulics, and it was patented. And the company my father was working with stole his patent. Thank you, Dad. I am really about to stop. I just, you know, so my father could probably have been a multi-millionaire, but the company stole this patent that he had. You know, and life just went the way it went, but, you know, oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? I lost my mother, Mary. Oh, my God. You only get one mom and you only get one dad. My father passed at the age of 53. My mother was 63, and she literally dropped dead in a hotel parking lot. Yeah, from a massive heart attack. Yeah. And I'm sorry to hear that you lost your mom. If I can say one thing, after my mom passed, I swear, I actually felt her for the longest time. And I would say, and my mom was my best friend, but I would say I felt closer to her after she passed, because she was just always there in my dreams. She still is, and my mom's been gone for many years. But yeah, I mean, when you lose your parents, man, there's nothing any of us can say. Nothing. Well, that's not. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, actually, when my mom died, I felt very alone because, again, she was my best friend. And a lot happened because she had passed, you know, to make my story even sadder than it already was, well, no, it was. It isn't sad anymore. It was. But when she passed, it made things worse for me. All right, guys, look, I've been going a long time. You already know I could actually keep chatting. If my husband didn't, you know, bother me, I would keep talking. But let me go see what he wants, okay? Now, Raymond, you have my phone number, I think, right? You can call me through the Hangouts. If you want tomorrow, Raymond, and my Skies, I think he's already left, but he also wants to join in. If there's anybody else who wants to join in, go to the Hangouts. I don't know how y'all get in touch. Like, I don't know how you do it, but just send a message that, yes, Mary, thank you. Again, you know, I'm really sorry to hear about your mom. But thanks for coming. I hope we made you just smile at least one time. Just email. Well, I called you, Raymond, but my number doesn't come up from the Hangouts. Because when you asked me, did I want to do the show, alright, I'll email you and you'll get my number. But I'm going to do it tomorrow, alright? And then if you want, I don't even know what day it is. So today's Tuesday. So maybe tomorrow, Raymond, you and I, and anybody else wants to join. You know what? I'm good at any time. Wait, I'm lying. I have to go back out shopping tomorrow. So I would say anytime after 12, because that's when my brother leaves for work. So anytime after 12 you want to do it, I'll be around. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating in the chat. Really, I'm going to cry because, you know, I think we are making a difference. We are. And, well, I'm crying because I'm happy. I personally have met a lot of really nice people who are in the same mindset that I'm in. And what we're trying to do is wake people up and trying to find out some answers. Or, you know, we're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, that's all. But really, I do appreciate everybody who watches, who is here in the chat, you know, and I will probably see you tomorrow with Raymond. Right, Raymond? Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you, as always. Alright, bye, guys, thanks. Now I'm gonna hit this side. I have to hit this side of the screen now to cut off the show. Bye, thank you. It didn't work. It's not working. There we go.